is upon us, and listen to this, our timeline has been 100% confirmed today. We knew it. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.17 in the red today. Death is upon us. If Bitcoin breaks 103k, I repeat, if Bitcoin breaks $103,000, it's 88,000 is coming. It's coming for Bitcoin. 88k will be the bottom, or somewhere right around that number. I believe so myself. So don't get priced out. Do not get fooled and sell. Do not do anything dumb, guys. This isn't financial advice, but that next leg higher to new all-time highs is around the corner, just around the corner. First, we need to see more blood, because the events that confirmed our timeline today, I knew it will happen by, I think, end of this month to next month. End of next month will be the bottom. Okay, and it matches up with the charts because it gives it time. Please like today's video. Now let's go. 99% won't understand, because indeed, in order to rise from its own ashes, a phoenix first must burn. Hey, this isn't nothing. This is literally nothing. I mean, when the collapse happens, you're gonna see all these coins minus 99%. Only then is the time to buy. I guess if you don't play short-term volatility, now is too. Aside from all that, aside from the bear stuff, guys, I mean, let us really decode what the timeline here is. I'm super happy. I'm actually super excited, because this is all bullish in the long term. Let me explain. Now, guys, you're from part of XRP, net XRP community. Now, this is called White. Interesting. First things first, let's set the stage. New, following a prior delay to June 17th for this ETF. Today, the SEC is inviting public comment on whether to approve or deny the proposal to list the FTI or Franklin Templeton's XRP spot ETF. The deadline for comments and rebuttals is late July. Dun dun dun. Late July. What did we say? Then remember, this was like a week or two ago. I said late this month to next month. End of next month will probably be the bottom, and that's so weird how this will launch probably in August. That's the moon date. That's the moon month. August, we from July to August, we're gonna go straight line up, guys. Okay, that's my opinion here. I could be wrong, but it's just weird how they're delaying literally everything known to mankind. Even this ETF that was supposed to, they actually delayed. No, look at this. They actually delayed it to today, and they're like, wait. Let's delay it again to end of July. Exactly, because the charts aren't ready. I'll give you the exact bottom, guys. In my opinion, I'm telling you, we literally, I'm about to expose it all. Please like today's video, that's all I'm asking, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Not to mention, spot XRP ETF comes to Canada first, not the United States. This happened to Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, as well, like a year, 2 years earlier, when United States launched their Bitcoin ETFs. So Canada is first, and United States follows through. So Purpose Investments is set to launch the first ever spot XRP ETF in Canada tomorrow, okay, June 18th. Now, this could give some inflows, which it will, I'm pretty sure, especially when the move is coming down. Or when XRP is coming down, guys, right, going down, dumping or whatever. But it's not. I don't think it's going to be so substantial. I don't think it's going to be so much money to reverse prices when everything's falling, as an example, right? That's where America comes into play. That's where the big. So basically, Canada is the little brother to America, guys, right? They do have some money, but America is the big dogs. It's like the tsunami, the flood of liquidity is going to come from America. So this is huge, most definitely, because it just adds more buying pressure into an asset, right? So that's literally a big fat check mark. Okay, America is next, and when they do come into play late summertime, it's game over, because that's when straight line vertical moon happens. If Taurus lifts the injunction, then it could end any day now, and then between now and then, right? August 15th. Why is it all August? Has anyone noticed? Or end of July, right? Then Ripple has filed a supplemental letter. So defendant Ripple Labs Inc. joins the joint motion in full and respectfully submits this supplemental letter with limited additional explanations in support of the joint letter motion for an indicative ruling. So coming down here, what does this all mean? I don't want to read the full letter, but Ripple just filed a letter agreeing with the joint motion between them and the SEC, asking the judge for a signal that they can move forward with a settlement while keeping the original ruling in place. They're not trying to undo the judgment, right? They're still following they still have to follow and obey the law. But they also pointed out the SEC is finally how the SEC is finally rethinking how it handles crypto, right? The SEC created a task force to come up with a better and clearer rules for the industry. So now they're asking the judge to recognize the progress and allow Ripple to be treated fairly. Yeah, I mean, to be treated fairly, they should have ended this case as soon as the new SEC was in town. They didn't. They didn't. Right? There's a reason why. Okay. So then now we have
Genius Act vote.
we have literally live as I'm recording this video, folks. Here we go. Crypto regulation showdown. Genius Act hits Senate floor. Right, so we'll see. This is probably going to get passed most likely. They are voting right now. So again, a lot of bullish things are happening, but a lot of bearish things because externally, which we're about to talk about after the charts here in just a second, I think it's going to bring us down. If Bitcoin breaks 103K, death has commenced. I repeat, be very careful. Don't do anything dumb. But talk about this Genius Act. Again, this is so weird. All these internal news, right? Such as this Genius Act, ETFs being delayed, and the case is going to end late this summer. It's all bullish. But short-term volatility, it's bearish. Right? But remember, we, the XRP community, knows about patience. We definitely have mastered the skill. Scott Besson says, recent reporting projects that stablecoins could grow into a $3.7 trillion market by the end of this decade. Right? With the passage of the Genius Act, it's a win for everyone. Not to mention, Senator Bill says passing crypto stablecoin legislation will propel America's payment system into the 21st century. They're getting on board. They can't get left behind. Not to mention, then they say that this bill that's passed about the Genius Act, it's going to lower government borrowing costs and reduce national debts, guys. A thriving stablecoin ecosystem will drive demand from the private sector for United States treasuries, which back stablecoins. This newfound demand could lower government borrowing costs and help rein in the national debt. Our LUSD is the main hub for this for it all, right? Because that's America's real USD. That's why they named it that. This Genius Act not only helps with stablecoins, but it aligns with Ripple's settlement with the SEC, which could accelerate XRP's integration into the United States market, supporting its price, right? A potential settlement aligned with the Genius Act stablecoin framework could accelerate XRP's reintegration into the United States financial markets. That's so crazy how it's beneficial for XRP, the asset itself. Oh, here's another. This is diabolical, guys. I can't believe it. The stablecoin bill has advanced in the Senate on May 20th, paving the way for a final vote with potential enactment by August. There's that month again, August. It's where gold comes into play, or the sun shines like it's golden. I didn't even read this before. But looking at everything else, I knew it had to have been then, guys. I mean, it just confirmed their timeline. I've been saying late this month to end of next month, the bottom should be in. Why? Because of bullish divergences need to form. It takes time for those to form and play out and confirm. Here, listen. 6:17 today. Everything is about to go light speed, guys. There's going to be a lot of events internally and externally. Let me tell you when moon. You're all here for when moon. I cracked the code. I know when moon, guys. Not 113, not the actual moon, but I know at least a precursor moon. 814, it begins in August. Do you guys not see? Look at this, 818. It's all green lit, ready to take off, right? 818, the same exact day, the same exact year. Moonshot happens, folks. Right? I'm not even playing. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. Now, before I talk about this in just a sec, I first want to mention, okay, 8 to 18 comes into play, or I mean, end of June to August, right, is when the bottom happens, and then moon occurs in August probably, or at least we pump from then on out. Remember what I said? We're probably gonna come down, right, like this. Look, boom, like this, guys, and then all the way down. Okay, look at this. Where is that? That's August. You guys not see? The basically the bottom is in inverse head and shoulder pattern. It targets all the way back here, right? Previous all-time highs, which then obviously snowballs right into something bigger, and creates new all-time highs, right? So we cracked the code. We knew it. If Bitcoin breaks 103K, say goodbye and welcome death, because it will come. 88K imminent. I'm going to be talking about that next video, but look at this. Everything will happen before the 22nd of August. Collapse regulations, etc. This was from Blueshy. I remember exactly. August is your golden month, XRP community, because AU is August. I told you, right? True XRP value August. I don't think this is the main moon though. I think it's a precursor moon. At least we're gonna see new all-time highs right from then on out. So this is crazy, guys. Right? 8 is Swift live announcement. Follow Ragnarok. Watch closely April, May, June, July. Interesting. It ends in July. August for Mr. Pool as well. AU, Gust. Right? August the sun shines. We knew it. But they told us first. And then suddenly happens in August as well. That's so crazy. I'm going crazy. Literally. Ripple and the SEC have put their appeals on hold, suggesting the legal fight might finally be wrapping up. Is this the moon that could actually set XRP free? Yes. End of late summertime. Right? Maybe there's a curveball for Mr. Pool 620. Right? Maybe the case ends. Maybe it does, guys. Unless this is 2262, right? That could come out to August 20th from the different calendar. XRP will rise late June and your giant leap will be in July. This isn't rocket science. What are we thinking? Right, here's another indicator that popped up on the weekly charts, I think. Like a ballistic move, guys, or it formed this like trigger, right? But I think XRP dumped, so this it didn't get it removed, right? It removed. So I think this is gonna come down, right? If XRP does fall down, until the real show begins, right? And here are some of the dates for August as well. Look at this 8/6, the pot of gold, right? Look at that, the bridge, guys. That's XRP, right? Representing XRP. Interesting. Well, that depends, right? Go up and never stop. That was for July, right? Somehow, some way, all of these connect to August, guys, right? But yeah, I mean, I think we already cracked the code, to be honest. Now, you may be wondering, okay, if XRP dumps and Bitcoin dumps, what are some narratives that attaches to the dump? Well, here's one. All databases of this bank, one of the largest banks in erased in a major CA. The new narrative has approached the same old narrative, but we knew this was going to come into play at some point, right? And over there, the right side of the world, all its ATMs are non-functional and customers can't withdraw cash, right? Now they're saying that, hey, you may want to withdraw your funds if you're all the way in that part of the world at I. Okay, guys? That's a what? You guys know Mr. Pool warned you first that it will happen, right? So these are some narratives. Again, if XRP dumps all the way to new lows, right? Like, this is a major dump, isn't it, right? This is a major dump, guys. Like, that's a major dump, right? All this is due to negative news. It's like United States will be joining, you guys know, right? And all these things will be happening. Bitcoin fall will occur as well. So I'm going crazy. The only person who called it was ExtraVOD. Never forget. Breaking a major, right? And the shows told you first as well, right? This show, X-Files, I think it was, 0 day, guys. Yeah, it's basically to collapse it all, right? When the truth comes out. Look at this, right? Evacuate. Trump warned us, evacuate now. Evacuate, because they're about to join into the scene, right? It all comes to the name here, T, the capital of I, most likely originates from the Persian words ta, meaning end or bottom, and ran, meaning mountain slope. Therefore, this can be interpreted as bottom of the mountain slope. David Shorts warned us, and where's that arrow pointing? Downwards. When the events take place, I'm ready as I'll ever be. Not to mention, David Shorts warned us this will be approaching probably during the recession, right? It's going to be in New York. Watch out. I'm not trying to say anything fear-mongerish, but again, that's probably later during the recession, guys, right here for Mr. Pool to end. So yeah, things are this is absolutely diabolical. G7 as well coming into play, right? G7, Trump, all these things, guys. So it's looking pretty crazy, right? As well, CZ just got confirmed by David Shorts. Many English-speaking people think Singapore is not as a part of China. They are two different countries, right? Singapore again, red. David Shorts told us, farewell Singapore, prepare. Let us see what appears. But maybe at the end, we're gonna see a smiley face appear on June 19th, guys, right? So smile, don't be afraid, be happy. Now, I need you, I'm super excited. Let's go. My name is See ya.